Alright, so this is my third time recording this because I fucked up. I done goofed. I'm getting a little bit tired of introducing myself and explaining to you guys how I fucked up. So let's all just, understand I'm a fuck up, I fuck up, you fuck up, we fuck up. I fucked up more though. Don't try to take that away from me. I got it. So, without further ado, our topic is gaming. And I'm going to explain to you guys for the third time about the categories and shit. Strap on your boots, put on your hats. Alright, so first category. Scenery. The backgrounds. The shit that you're running around in. I felt this was unfair to the other games because Final Fantasy 13 has high definition. Which is why, same explanation for the next category we're about to go in. But for the first two PlayStation consoles, Final Fantasy 9 all the way. Or PlayStation 3, obviously there's really only one. That's Final Fantasy 13. I gotta give it credit though. It's got some pretty badass scenery. Especially Grand Pulse. That is just breathtaking. In terms of graphics, now, we got Final Fantasy 9 again. I don't know how they did it on just a PlayStation 1. That is just absolutely astounding. If they actually pumped that up with high definition, I don't know where the world would be. But for PlayStation 3, of course, Final Fantasy 13 again. I'm giving it its own category because it's just impressive, okay? I mean, it's not going to have its own category in every other category, if that makes sense, but you'll understand. Just hang it. We're almost. Alright. I'd have to say the best plot twist would have to be for Final Fantasy X when you end up finding out that Titus's father, Jecht, is Sin. Yeah. Who fucking called that one? Not you. Not you. Alright, so the next category, Chocobos. The best Chocobo, like in terms of looks, Final Fantasy 13. Sideburn Chocobo? Yeah. Now, the best usage of the Chocobos, like the incorporation of the Chocobos into, gameplay, Final Fantasy 9. You get treasure maps, and most of them you can only get to, on the Chocobo. You can only ever dig them up with the Chocobo, obviously. You're not going to be sitting around with a fucking dagger or some shit stabbing the ground, trying to dig it out like that, or use Stein's sword, something like that. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different Chocobos that get you to different areas, different colors, and at the end there's actually a hidden place that you can only get to as a Chocobo palace or something like that. That was actually very awesome. So, notice how 7 and 8 aren't getting anywhere. Same thing with 12 or 10. Well, best Chocobo music, 9. Suck it. Best main villain. This one was really hard to do. Between Sephiroth and Kuja. Sephiroth and Kuja both have a very good backstory to them. Sephiroth ends up finding out that he was genetically created, goes on a rampage. Understandable. Kuja ends up being Zeden's brother, pretty much, created only to destroy. Finds out that his creator had actually forsaken him. He was going to be replaced soon, so he has pretty much a death counter on him. Yeah. So I'm going to actually let that one be a tie. We've gone through the best. Now it's time for the worst. Worst final boss. Another tie between Final Fantasy IX's Necron and Final Fantasy XIII's Orphan. Necron. Just comes out of nowhere. Final boss. Never heard of him, never seen him, no leading up to it, just all of a sudden, boom, there's another final boss, and watch out, he can kill you right away. Yeah, fucked up. That was a little bit unfair. Final Fantasy XIII's Orphan. Like, that one actually had a lead up. You know, you understood that in the end you'd probably end up fighting Orphan. But there's three forms, as with pretty much every Final Fantasy boss. There's always more than one battle. You're not gonna they're just fighting one enemy or just one person one time. No, there's always like a change or metamorphosis or switch out, some shit like that. Well, in the third form, he puts a death counter on you, and you have to kill him in, I forget how long it is, but I think you have like 2 minutes to deal an insane amount of damage, like millions of HP. I mean, I got it on the first try, surprisingly, but I saw the death counter appear above my head. I looked at his HP, and I was gonna throw my fucking controller. It's wireless; it'll fly. Window right next to my chair. I stuttered. Chair. All right, so worst Chocobo incorporation. I'm gonna have to give that one to Final Fantasy X. Only because I haven't played 7 and 8. I don't know how theirs played, so I can't give them like a best or a worst. I know it's a little bit unfair. I haven't played them all. I'm not judging them all. Well, best Final Fantasy in my collection, so shut up. So the worst, yeah, they look pretty ugly. Not gonna lie, and I don't know. This sucks. I'm running out of things to talk about. I have a deadline. I have to be done and out of here in like 20 minutes. I'm running out of things to talk about. I'm a big Final Fantasy nerd, but I didn't think ahead. I didn't write down a script. I'm pulling shit out of my ass. I'm seeing if it works, and if it does, then great, I get to keep this one. And if not, then shit, I have to come up with another idea. I'm running out of ideas. If I had a way to record me playing on the TV or something like that, I'd do it, and then I'd do like a Let's Play or something. Yeah, I fucking love those. I've been watching those for years, but I don't. I have my laptop, and I don't know if my laptop can record off a TV very well. I don't have any recording card or some shit like that. I don't know, fucking fancy or anything. Just I don't know. So I apologize if this isn't really great. I know I did a redo of my intro, but I can't do a redo of this. I'm running out of time, so you're just gonna have to deal. Maybe next time I'll actually think ahead, think of what to write down, shit. Or maybe I'll have a fucking vanilla Coke sitting by that I can drink and get some caffeine from it. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning. When did you wake up? Put yourself in my shoes. I'm not even wearing shoes. And I'd show you that if I were more flexible. Actually, I probably could, but I'm not gonna. This is easily running over my time limit. Not really time limit so much as relevance to the topic of this week, which is gaming. My lack of shoes doesn't have anything to do with gaming. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that.